Pleased to have back here on the Mercedes-Benz Vans phone line is a guy who is having an incredible season for the Arizona Cardinals, to say the least. His 12 rushing touchdowns by a Cardinals player through the team's first 11 games is a franchise record. One or more rushing touchdowns in 8 of the last 11 games this season. That's tied for most in the NFL with Jonathan Taylor. Here he is from the Arizona Cardinals, fresh off of a dub in front of the 12s in Seattle, is James Conner. How are you doing, James?
Man, Rich, I'm feeling really good, brother. I'm feeling good. How are you?
You should. You know, part of the reason why I want to have you on is not only because your team's doing so well and you're doing so well, it's Thanksgiving week, man. It's Thanksgiving week, and your story is incredible, and you must have a ton to be thankful for, James Conner, I would imagine.
Man, every day we got so much to be thankful for, really blessed. And, yeah, so, man, we got a good victory. Now we're heading into our bye week. It's Thanksgiving. I can eat me a couple plates.
Yep.
Recover the body. So I got a lot to look forward to. Can't complain.
Couple of plates. Are you giving warning to whoever's house you're going to, or whoever's coming to your house, James? Is that you're laying down your marker?
It's been some time since I got to, eat some good Thanksgiving food and not have to worry about playing, in a couple of days and whatnot. So I'm going to take full advantage.
Oh, it's a bye week. I'd just say screw it. Just take the belt off.
Exactly.
So what is going so well for you this year, James? To what do you owe your personal professional success this year?
Easy. That's my faith. Coming into the season, and then just my faith growing, throughout time. But, just giving God the glory for everything, and just letting him lead my life, being my guidance and direction and all that. And so that's first and foremost. But then also just, just playing my role to the fullest. Doing everything that the Cardinals asked me to do. And playing for my teammates. Team is coming together. We're playing for one another. And just understand the pieces we got and what the job is, what the mission is, what the goal is, and just fighting for that. So just a little bit of everything, faith and hard work.
And I'm just wondering if you kind of touched on it here, and I guess I'm going to put a finer point on it if you don't mind. In Pittsburgh, you were viewed as Le'Veon Bell's successor. You were viewed as the guy that was going to come in. Certainly since the fan base knew your story, since you played your college ball there, you were right front and center there. You're from the state. And is it, I guess, a better fit for you in the long run that you were brought to Arizona and they're just like, you just do your thing. You're not the next anything. You're the James Conner that the Arizona Cardinals wanted. Is there anything to that, do you think, James?
Yeah, I just felt like, all things were new for me. So, I just embraced the change. It gave it my all out there in Pittsburgh, and after my 4 years was up, it wasn't for them. So I just continued to trust my work, trust my faith, and just figured out just sat down and prayed about it, see what the best decision was for me, and it led me to AZ, and they embraced me, with open arms, my teammates, the coaching staff, everybody. So, just playing for them now. This is God's plan for me, how things worked out.
So what about the scheme fits for you, do you think, James? What about that?
I think, it's with the weapons that we have on our side and, QB like Kyler Murray, they really upgraded the line out here. So it's just a combination of a lot of things. And, me just playing my role, short yardage and, but that's expanded, just trying to show, I'm versatile in all parts of the game. But it's just playing my role and doing what they asked me to do. And I just embraced that. And so, it's working, and we got a lot more work to do, though.
James Conner here on the Rich Eisen Show. I know you've been there, you've done that, but what's it like getting in a huddle, looking up, that's Kyler Murray giving you the play, and you look around, there's A.J. Green, and that's DeAndre Hopkins. What's that sense like
Man,
for you?
It's special. It's fun. It's a lot of fun out there. Kyler's so exciting. And then obviously, Hop and AJ, and even got Zach Ertz now, and Rodney Hudson in the middle, Hump on we got pieces, man. We got a lot of players, but we also got a lot of guys who love the game and play for one another. So it's definitely exciting being on the field out there with those guys.
Okay, and then Kingsbury, he seems like he's got a little bit of the crazy in him. He's been on this show. What do you think? I mean, he's also went. Wasn't he called flagged for barking at somebody? Who was barking at him the other day on the field? It was Josh Norman, right? It was Josh Norman in San Francisco.
I think so, yeah, out in San Fran. But that coach, man, he's so passionate, man. every day he brings his juice and, just tries to get the most out of us, and he puts so much effort into the game. So Coach is just a passionate dude, man, and we love playing for him, and he's just all in on us, and we all in on him, like I said before.
There's going to be a lot of Coach of the Year talk for him. It always is for a team that's sitting in a 1 seed on Thanksgiving weekend. Will be, regardless of the results in Thanksgiving week. That's always that surrounding. And obviously, Colt McCoy just came up with a couple of W's for you guys on the road, with you guys on the road. Give me a good story about Kingsbury that would put that Coach of the Year resume on the table. You got a good one for me? For that sort of
no specific stories, but if Coach wins the Coach of the Year, he's 100% deserving of it. I know his work ethic. I know he comes to work every day, and how hard he works. So he's deserving of it, and so I think he should. I think he's the one for it.
Okay. What about Colt McCoy? He said it was his responsibility to win games on the road. What do you think about his performance over the last 3 weeks, James?
Man, yeah, Colt every day. His approach to practice and coming to play, and Colt McCoy. So he got a resume. So he got the job done, and that's what we expect. So that's what we expect out of Colt. He's a winner as well. So we riding with him.
You talking about Super Bowl openly?
Do we talk about the Super Bowl openly?
Yes, sir.
We talk about going 1-0 each week. We talked about being able to win this game on the road in Seattle before our bye week, and having one of the best records, and getting our bodies back, and then we got Chicago December 5th. So that's what we talk about, going 1-0.
The words Super and Bowl have never been put together by anybody in your team in a locker room? Come on now, James.
Oh, they probably have. It's just not the topic of discussion. Maybe it's not something that we all get together and discuss. We discuss going 1-0. So when the Super Bowl comes and we go 1-0, then there you go.
All right, let's talk about you a little bit. How's your health? You good? It's all good for you?
Oh, man, I'm healthy. Yes, sir.
Okay. And so, again, I mean, it's such a terrific, rise that you've had since your college year diagnosis and where you are now. I'm wondering if I had went up to that kid who had gotten that diagnosis after tearing up his knee in college, that this was going to happen in 2021, what would you have said at that time, James?
I'd have told him, stay patient, keep working, trust the faith, trust the process, embrace the journey. The journey is the destination. Just been through a lot of things just like anybody else. Who's to say mine is worse than what somebody else went through? It was a struggle for sure, but it's just my story, and so I choose to embrace that. And always, I would also say use your imagination. When I was, getting that chemotherapy, sitting there, I always imagined what it'd be like running on an NFL stage and scoring touchdowns in the NFL. You got to see it first before, you actually do it. So I would just tell them, stay patient, stay strong, keep God first, and use your imagination.
That's beautiful. So when you're getting your chemotherapy as a college player, you're dreaming of stuff like you're doing right now, like you did just yesterday. Is that what you're saying?
Every day. Yeah, chemo takes about 4 hours. So, I had a lot of time to just sit on YouTube and watch highlights and just dream while, I was doing that.
And what would you say to people right now who might be going through that with a family member on Thanksgiving week, James?
Man, I got actually diagnosed a couple of days before Thanksgiving, so I would tell them I know what they're going through, but like my mother told me, and then she said it's going to be all temporary, and unfortunately that's not the case, and in all cancer cases, sometimes the outcome isn't what we expect or what we want, but man, my mother told me it was going to be temporary, and I truly believe that, so that's what I would tell somebody that it's going to be temporary, and just keep God first and just trust it, because when you're in a situation like that, you need strength from somewhere else.
No doubt about that. Where are you going to be spending Thanksgiving itself? Do you know?
I'm going to go back home. I'm going to go back home, fly home, and see my family, see all my brothers and my parents and all them, and get some good meals and get some good fellowship in with them.
Is your dad still riding around that sweet ride you surprised him with a couple of years ago?
Yeah, he's still in the truck. He's still in a pickup truck. He's enjoying it up there in Erie. So
he's still in the truck. He's still in the Conner mobile, pretty much. Okay, all right. And again, I guess last one for you, James. Can you put into words what it's going to feel like for you to walk through that door? with your record the way it is and your performance the way that it has been and your story being is what it is, to use the football phrase, what is that going to feel like for you to walk through that door for Thanksgiving and see your family, James?
Oh man, I'm still the youngest. I got 5 older brothers, man, and so they love me dearly, and proud of everything I'm doing. But at the end of the day, I'm still this little bro to them. So it'll be,
What does that mean?
What
do you mean by that? What do you mean? What's that gonna? What does that entail? Being the
that mean they're gonna put me right back in my place when I come home.
Okay.
So
all right.
No, they it's just gonna be cool, man. It's just gonna be family time. I'm gonna see my nephews, and it's just gonna be, we'll talk a little ball, but we'll just enjoy each other's company. So that's pretty much it.
Any turkey bowl, like anything in the backyard, the front yard, or you obviously can't participate in that because you would skew the sides if you did something like that.
Yeah, no turkey bowl, nothing like that. If we do, I'll be all-time QB or something like that. You know how it goes.
I do know how it goes. Have a great Thanksgiving. Travel safe, and let's do this again real soon, James. Congrats on everything up to this point.
All right, Rich. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy it.
Right back at you. That's James Conner right here on the Rich Eisen Show. How neat is that going to be for him to walk in that door with all these touchdowns this year under his belt? He's 9-2. Honestly, you have to put it all in perspective with his journey and his, being cancer-free. And he was a house of fire. Remember when Le'Veon was holding out? Mm-hmm. And he did so well, and he had that high ankle sprain and then got hurt, and then really wasn't the same after that for Pittsburgh. And this year it would be, where's James Conner? Oh, that's right, he's in Arizona. Well, Kenyon Drake's now in Vegas, so that's going to be Chase Edmonds' job. What's James Conner going to do? We can see what he's done.
Score a lot of touchdowns.
He's scoring a lot of touchdowns, and he's also not allowing his team to settle for field goals. What a difference maker that is. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.